kind of a view of what I'm looking at here as I'm going down the road. Oh my goodness, it is just sloppy wet. And I guess this is a cold front, but it's not going to get very cold. I think it's today it's going to be like 69 degrees, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be like in the mid 70s, and then right up to the 80s real quick. And then more rain coming in next week. Late next week, we're supposed to actually get pretty cold here for Florida. Highs of in the 60s, lows in the 40s. I know some of my friends up north are going, you got to be kidding me. That's cold. Nah, that's a warm front. Probably right. Sorry about the paper in the thing there. I'm going to have to kind of remove that to give you a better view. I can do that while I'm driving. I'll kill it out here on the road. There we go. It's a little bit better. But yeah, I don't like driving in the rain. It's not my driving, because I'm a damn good driver. It's everybody else that loses their minds when a couple of drops fall from the skies. So we're heading to the first dumpster, which is kind of a honey hole dumpster for us. And I'm not going to broadcast where it's at, so I'll be back just in case, people want to discover my honey holes. Nope. All right, we're at the first dumpster, so let's hop out and take a look. This is, excuse my fingers, I got this new phone, and the camera is so sensitive. It's so close, and I need to get a tripod, I guess. Let's take a look in here, see what we got. Lots of cardboard. And when there's a cardboard dumpster right there, I can do the finger thing without killing you here. Let's see here what we got in here. Well, we got some stuff. All right. Whoa. It's going to escape. It's going to run away from me. We got some wire and stuff. Kind of unreachable. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Look at this. All right, there's some computer wire for you. And look at that. That's supposed to be a gun holster? Or maybe a drill holster? Oh, it's all chopped up, so it doesn't work, I guess. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. I'm going to throw this in the vehicle now. I got a handy dandy bucket for this. Let's see what else we got going on in here. Someone just drove up, but there's the fingers again. Gosh. Alright. So we got some wires there. I'm going to reach out and try to grab. Alright. In the bucket goes. I'm just getting soaked. I don't know if I should have my phone out here with this hard rain like this. It's supposed to be water resistant, so I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and click off, and I'll show you later what I find. We are going down the road. If you're familiar with Orlando, you probably recognize the road that I am on. We're cruising on down the street, and the rain's starting to let up here, but there's really no place around here that I want to scrap. So we're going to keep heading. I'm actually heading to a big roll-off that I saw the other day that had huge light fixtures in it, and I'm hoping that it's still there. And the light fixtures are still there. Now, a lot of dumpster divers and scrappers lately have been really just looking for copper and aluminum and electronic, and really kind of skipping the tin and the steel because of the prices right now. Thank you, Donald Trump. Well, when it gets down to it, my belief is, I come at it at a different angle. My belief is that steel is the meal, okay? It's everywhere, and you can get some money for it. And the way I look at it is, grab the little scribble scrabble steel that you find. Have yourself a couple of really nice 5-gallon buckets and just fill it into the bucket like I do. And you're going to go to the scrap yard anyway to turn in your aluminum and your copper, so why not bring 2 or 3 bucketfuls of scrap steel, or if you find the big pieces like ductwork or whatever the case is. And here in Orlando, we have like scrap yards all over the place, and I don't go to little mom and pop scrap yards because they rip you off. I go to the big ones, but we have scrap yards literally all over the place. So you're not very far from one. So if I'm out dumpster diving and I fill up the truck with tin, you know, I can run real quick to a scrapyard and offload it and get $5 to $10 for it. That's $5 to $10 that you didn't have before, and there's your gas money for running around getting the copper and the aluminum and this and that. But I also come at it as, you know, I'm a green guy, you know, I love recycling. And I look at it as I'm rescuing that steel, you know. Whenever I'm at a dumpster and I see cardboard in the dumpster and right next to the dumpster is a cardboard dumpster, I'll start tossing the cardboard from one dumpster to another as I'm going through it. Because I feel that I'm rescuing that cardboard. It needs to be recycled. You know, there's a lot of scrappers out there that say, oh, the earth will take care of itself. No, actually it won't, okay? I've done a lot of studying and reading on how this earth was made, and when this earth was made, there wasn't a bunch of plastic, and there wasn't a bunch of aluminum and steel and all that, and paper hanging around. No, it was just trees and rocks, dudes, and water and plants. We made all this stuff, and Mother Nature does not know what to do with it. So, you know, we need to make sure that we can reuse it or recycle it, keep it out of landfills, keep it out of the oceans. Being in Florida, that's a big deal for me. And out of the waterways, so just do the right thing, man. Just do the right thing. In fact, I was in the store the other day, and I always buy the same type of pasta sauce when I go to the cheap store. I call Aldi's. I guess everyone knows Aldi's, right? I call that the cheap store, and then I go to Publix and I call that the grocery store. But I went to the cheap store, and basically I always get a certain pasta sauce there, and I get it because it's in a glass jar. Glass is so recyclable. It's easily recyclable. It's recyclable over and over and over again. It doesn't put as many harmful things into our atmosphere when it's recycled, or even manufactured for that matter. So I like using glass where I can. And they changed. They no longer have it in glass jars. They went to all plastics, so I won't be using their product anymore. I try to buy things in glass and metal as much as I possibly can, rather than the new trend coming out where they got plastic bags that look like metal. Yeah, believe me, that's really not recyclable. And plastic containers, which are we have a plastic crisis right now in recycling. It's not as easy to recycle as it used to be. So it's really becoming a problem and an issue. So basically, yeah. So I like rescuing metal. So grab that metal. Don't, you know, you can tell you what, you know, don't just leave it in the dumpster, okay? If you really don't want to grab that tin, I forgot who I was watching yesterday on YouTube, but he bypassed so much tin, so much steel. I was yelling at the TV, get that steel! And he kept saying, no, I'm just looking for aluminum wire and all that. Well, hook up with another scrapper in your area, and when you see a dumpster with a whole bunch of tin in it, shoot him a quick text saying, hey bud, you know, I'm at 2222 Fake Street, and I just looked in the dumpster, there's a bunch of tin there, go grab it. You know, and you'll be doing the right thing. And you'll be helping out a buddy. Maybe he'll turn around and help you out one day. Who knows? All right, so we're end of lecture. We're still heading out, trying to go to this one dumpster. So we'll check back in. Okay, here we go. We made it. So hop out. Let's take a look, huh? Love Shack, baby. That's on the radio. Okay, well, we got some things way the hell up there. Some light fixtures. I don't know. I'll be able to, oh man, I don't know if I'll be able to get up there, but we're going to try to get some of them and see how it works. I might have to use both hands, and I don't have one of those fancy schmancy GoPros. Yeah, look at that. I like these light fixtures. They got wire, and the newer ones, the ballasts, have no bad stuff in them. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to. I don't have like a Scrap Kingdom GoPro. I mean, a Scrap Kingdom tripod like he does. It's funny. I love the guy. But yeah, I'm gonna start to grab some of these and see what I can do with them. Yeah, I'm gonna start trying to load some of these up and go from there. Someone's already snipped wires on these things. Can you believe it? Look at that. Wire snipper came in, and there's still more copper in them though. But we had a wire cutter come through here and cut wires and then leave the tin. What else we got up in there? Just a whole lot of tin. So I'm gonna grab what I can. Oh, look at this. Look how dangerous dumpster diving is. Look at that. Yeah, gotta be careful. Well, let's see what I can do. I'll check back in with you. I'll let you know. All right, so I got about maybe 4 of those light fixtures. Maybe I'll show you sometime. I know I drive people crazy with my fingers in there. Hold on. This is the maintenance dumpster for this, like this office part. Sometimes this one has some good stuff in it. Let's check it out. Oh man, I'm walking in like tons of water. Yeah, well. And then sometimes there's a whole lot of nothing. Well, there's a printer. I mean, one of those cartridges, but I really kind of stopped grabbing those, and I can't grab it because my grabbers are broken. I can't reach it. So I do have my plunger magnet, but there's really nothing metal on that. All right, so that was a big nothing. Oh, look at this. Ooh, lovely Florida. We call these, when it just rains like this and just pours, we call it a Central Florida frog choker. That's what's going on there. So, oh, Bon Jovi, hush. All right, so nothing in that one, huh? Okay, pulling into one of my dumpsters that I check on a regular basis. This is actually a vacuum cleaner store. And everybody goes, oh, vacuum cleaners, oh, there's nothing in a vacuum cleaner. Anyway, I pull out a lot of metal pipes. These people work on the old-fashioned vacuums. And a lot of times I pull out a lot of steel, those big canisters that go with the whole house vacuum systems. And lots of wire sometimes. And sometimes I get absolutely nothing. So let's see what it is now. Look at all this. All this paper on the ground, cardboard. And there's a recycled dumpster right there. That's so sad. Well, looks like nothing. A big goose egg. But I'm going to pick all this right here up, and I'm going to toss it into the recycled dumpster. Let's take a quick look here before I do all that. Nothing. Lots of water. All right, on the next one. Well, so we're heading on down the street. It's still raining. And I'm just kind of driving from place to place. And whoop, look what we got there. Right there. I'm gonna have to pull a little bit ahead of it though. But I saw that. Hold on. You do this long enough, you develop like metal radar. You develop like a metal radar. And I had to pull a little further because I'm on a busy, dangerous street. Look at that, bed rail, sitting right there. I'll look inside the box real quick. Don't say anything, but we'll take that bed rail. Oh yeah. That's thick steel right there. Now what I end up doing with bed rails is I don't throw them in as tin. All right, hold on, you're gonna go for a ride here for a minute. Whoa! I had to open my thing. Well, those are the lights that I got, by the way. I can only get really 4 of them. So, put this in there, nice and gently, so it fits. There we go. I don't turn in bed rails. I chop those things up 3 feet long and put it with my strong steel. Some people call them number 2 steel. Some people call them hard steel. Here in Orlando area, it's called number 2 prepared steel. So I get more money for it, and I just kind of hoard it and just hold on to it and then turn it in when I have enough. All right, let's see what else this world has for us. I saw this dumpster and I wanted to stop and check it out. It looks like a house under construction, but I love the sign in the front. Do not deposit dog dew into this container. Gross, people. Anyway, so let's take a look here. See if we see anything. I always like getting totes, but I don't know. That one kind of smells. Got some wire hangers. I don't know about those at this moment. Let's just kind of take a look else. What's going on in here? Ooh, what's that? See that, guys? Girls? Yeah. Even if I don't use it, it's aluminum. Some of these things are too tight down inside there for me to get. So, this is one of those dumpsters that can just smell the, yeah, the old house smell. All right. Grab this pole. And this, that's probably brass. So we'll grab a hold of that. Sorry about the fingers. What am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna come back for that in a second. You know what? This tote might come in handy. All right. Put that in there. Look at that big pole. Is that gonna be stuck? I can't get it out. Yeah, but it's got semen at the end. Dang. All right. What a shame. Let's see what else we got in here. Oh, can't believe I'm touching this stuff with my bare hands. Kind of bloating me out a little bit. All right. Looks like we got some. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing here. Got some fixtures in here. Trying to get those out. Could be brass, could be aluminum. It's hard for me to grab. You know, I really got to get my grabbers fixed, or I got, oh wonderful, I think the really good stuff just fell off here. I'll get my grabber stick built. I got the stuff to build it, I just, you know, I'd rather sit around and drink beer instead of work on that stuff. Climb up here a little bit. That might help. I'm too fat and old to be climbing on shit. There we go. All right. Looks like I'm not going to be able to grab everything I want to grab here. See some aluminum down there. Anyway, not worth the headache sometimes. This appears to be metal. It's got that rust on it, but there's some aluminum on it, and it's all about doing what's right for the environment, right? No, it's all about the money. A little bit of that. Some more little scribble scrabble in here that I'm not gonna bust my butt trying to get. That's aluminum right there. I'm trying to figure out how strong that is. Well, we can use that to try to get that aluminum piece out. Really hope this is nobody's like private home. I don't think it is. It looks like it's a house that may be being converted. Ooh, bills. What is it? Just curious. Sure, if it was hydrocodone or something like that, it wouldn't be sitting here in the dumpster. And I'm not going to be able to get that out. That's just too buried. Yeah, it's too buried. It's unfortunate. Yeah. All right. We got what we needed, and a tote to boot. So, yeah. And no dog poo in the container. All right, I need two hands, so we'll talk. On to the next one. There's my finger again. As I smoke a cigar, let's run through what I got street scrapping today. And dumpster diving. These are lights. I got 1, 2, 3 of those, and then one already sitting over there. So 4 altogether. And I got these. We have very little aluminum on there, but there's some. It's weight. Got a lot of this wire here. This is not quite very bright, but real similar. Tons of that. It was raining so hard when I pulled those stuff out that I couldn't use the phone. Big thick steel cable, a whole bunch of that. Little scribble scrabble and things like that. This is what I'm interested in. We're some more wire. This little key thing. It says key blanks. It's kind of upside down how I had to put it in there. And there's a whole bunch of stuff rattling around inside this container that's kind of crushed. So when I pry that open, you know what keys are made out of? Lots of brass. Around to the side here, some more stuff. Look at that real honking piece of metal pipe. It's thick, very heavy, and just other odds and ends. Pretty okay day. Excuse my coughing. Pretty okay day. That's why I'm coughing. But we're going to go through it and see what we got. Yeah. All right. For the size of my vehicle, it was a pretty successful day. So I'm not going to complain. See ya. Like, subscribe, and tell everybody.
Danger. The emergency destruct system is now activated. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.